All right, let's talk about something that feels, well, impossible for a lot of us, quitting sugar. But what if I told you that pretty much everything you've been taught about it is just wrong? Let's unpack a totally different way of looking at this.
Okay, I'm just going to come right out and say it, and this might sound completely nuts. Quitting sugar is easy. Actually, yeah, you heard me right. It's easy. And no, I am not being sarcastic.
I know exactly what you're thinking right now. Easy for you to say. I've tried this a million times and it never works. I get it. But what if all those struggles had absolutely nothing to do with your willpower or your self-control? The issue isn't you. It's the playbook you've been using.
So let's dive right in. What does this easy way to quit actually look like?
Okay, first things first, and this is probably the most important thing you'll hear today. If you've had a hard time quitting sugar, you are not the problem. Seriously, the whole system is basically designed for you to fail. We've all been sold this idea that we just need to try harder, but that's a total myth that just keeps us stuck feeling guilty and craving more.
So if you're not the problem, then who is? Well, let's meet the real enemy in this story. All that super clever and frankly deceptive marketing that we see every single day.
And make no mistake, this is not an accident. Food companies literally pay scientists millions of dollars to engineer something called the bliss point. That's that perfect mix of sugar, salt, and fat that just hijacks your brain's off switch. You know, the one that's supposed to tell you when you're full? These snacks are built from the ground up to make you crave more and more.
And they hide this whole addictive design right in plain sight. You look at the packaging on the left, you see all these friendly words, right? All natural, made with real fruit. But then you look at what it really means over on the right, and it's a completely different story. All natural can still mean it's packed with sugar, and made with real fruit, yeah, that could mean a single tiny drop of fruit concentrate in a sea of pure sugar.
So, it's a tough spot to be in, right? If you can't even trust what's written on the box, what are you supposed to do? How do you even begin to fight back against a system that's literally designed to trip you up? Well, thankfully, there is an alternative.
And that brings us right to the heart of it all. It's a strategy called the protein slop solution. Now, I know, the name sounds a little silly, but trust me, the idea behind it is incredibly powerful.
So what is it exactly? Stripped down, the protein slop protocol is just a method. It's a game plan for systematically swapping out those engineered addictive snacks with real, whole foods that actually satisfy you and fill you up. The magic of this whole thing really comes down to three core ideas. First, high volume. This means you get to eat a lot more food for the same number of calories, which sends a loud "I'm full" signal to your stomach. Second, water dense. Think fruits, veggies, foods with lots of water. They fill you up faster and keep you hydrated. And finally, whole foods. By sticking to foods as they're found in nature, you're automatically dodging all that stuff that's been designed to get you hooked.
And this slide just shows it perfectly. I mean, look at this. For the exact same 250 calories, you could have that tiny little candy bar on the left, which, let's be honest, is probably just going to make you want another one in half an hour. Or you could have this massive, amazing bowl of Greek yogurt and berries on the right. Now, which one of those do you think is actually going to kill your craving?
And this right here is the biggest mental shift you have to make. Old school dieting is all about what you can't have. It's about feeling deprived. This protocol, it's the total opposite. It's about abundance. The goal isn't to starve yourself. The goal is to eat so much good, filling food that the idea of that sugary snack just doesn't even sound good anymore.
Okay, so how do you actually do this? Like starting today. Forget all those complicated meal plans and crazy rules. We're going to boil this whole thing down to a super simple, two-step playbook you can use right away.
Seriously, it's this straightforward. Step 1. Start acting like a food detective. When you see a packaged snack, look for those tricky marketing words we talked about. Question everything. Then step 2. Don't just try to fight the craving, replace it. Have a high-volume, whole food option ready to go. Think an apple and some peanut butter, or that bowl of yogurt and berries.
And I really want this last point to sink in. This is not a diet. Diets are temporary, they have start dates and end dates and lists of bad foods. This is a strategy for life. It's a tool that gives you the power to navigate our crazy modern food world and finally take back control from the marketers.
So, as we wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with a direct challenge. Don't just file this information away. Use it. Take a look in your kitchen, or just think about your daily routine. What's the very first snack you are going to replace using this idea?